Welcome to Earth and Space Sciences. My name is Crystal Dubois, and I'll be your teacher for this course. This course is divided really into 6 different units. The first one is just an introduction to the course and some scientific investigation skills that you'll be reviewing. Our second unit will move into astronomy. That's going to be all about the Big Bang Theory and how the universe was created and started. Our second real unit of the course will be all about the solar system, planetary sciences. And I'm starting with the astronomy units in this course because there's a big astronomical event coming up in early April, the total eclipse that'll happen in our area. So I wanted to start with those to give you a good foundation before we actually get to see that in real life. After that, when the weather gets a little nicer, we'll move into the geology units for the course. The third real unit is all about rocks and minerals. Our fourth unit is about geologic history. So you'll learn about dinosaurs and mass extinctions and stuff like that. And then the last unit will be on geologic processes, earthquakes, volcanoes, that sort of thing. In this course, 70% of your grade will be based on your quizzes and your assignments and your unit tests and your lab reports, stuff like that. Then there is an RST worth 10% of your grade and a final exam worth 20%. So anytime I start these courses, I always feel like I need to justify why you should listen to me about anything to do with astronomy or geology or science in general. So I made this little video so I could introduce myself, give you a little bit of my background, tell you where I'm coming from. So I'm currently a teacher at St. Mark High School. That's just in the southern part of Ottawa. And I've been teaching there for about 8 years now. And I mostly teach chemistry and earth sciences and sometimes environmental science as well. But before I got into teaching, I actually worked as a geologist for 5 or 6 years. I did my undergraduate degree in chemistry and environmental sciences at Mount Allison University in New Brunswick. And then from there, I went to graduate school and I did my PhD in geochemistry at Ottawa U. After that, I did a postdoc at Western where I was looking at carbon cycling in aquatic ecosystems. And then I came back to Ottawa and I did another postdoc, again, looking at carbon cycling in rivers. All of this was kind of linked to global climate change and tracing our carbon cycle. And then at that point, they needed someone to teach an undergraduate geology course. And I thought, I can give it a try. And I realized while I was teaching that course that I love teaching. And that's really what I wanted to do. And in particular, I love teaching geology. I've always been fascinated with these large-scale earth processes. And as a little kid, I collected rocks and minerals and that sort of thing. And then even in my extracurricular life, I'm actually really into rock climbing. So my husband and I do a ton of rock climbing. So this photo is taken from the summit of Mount Woolsey in the Bighorns in northern Wyoming. And I really just love spending time in the mountains. I love doing these big alpine climbs. It really gives you the opportunity to see some amazing geology and some large-scale geologic processes kind of up close and personal. We also do a fair bit of smaller scale climbing as well. The photo on the left is climbing on some really cool sandstone down in southern Tennessee. And the photo on the right is climbing near Mount Rushmore in North Dakota on some beautiful granite spires. So throughout the course, I'll throw in a ton of these photos from travels where you'll get to see some geologic features from across kind of North America, and some photos of rocks that I've collected along the way. So I'll integrate these into the course. All right, the other thing that my students always find kind of interesting is that my husband and I have a YouTube channel that's actually quite popular. We're at over 2 million subscribers right now, and we make kinetic Lego sculptures. So kind of moving Lego sculptures, sometimes artistic models and sometimes robots, stuff like that. And it's the sort of stuff you might have stumbled upon before on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or that sort of thing. So I thought you just might find that kind of interesting. Even though it has absolutely nothing to do with this course. Okay, so from here, I'd really like to get to know a little bit more about you. Your job now is to go to the quiz tool and complete the Getting to Know You quiz.